I got you. I got you.
Oh yeah, make sure you talk to the mic too.
Yeah, point it directly at you and up. Yeah, point it like that. It's Fusion Radio on another weekend, man. I'm already laughing, man. You know, my co-host, my brother, man, YTS Keys, man, is hilarious, man. And, man, I enjoy every bit of doing this show with him, man. And then our guest, man, that's also a part of the show, man, had me cracking up laughing, man. They said that our guest, the one that you're seeing on Facebook Live, man, looked like he's an R&B singer. I was cracking up laughing, man. I was like, man, I said, man, like he finna form a group like the new version of B2K.
Hear it too much. I hear it too often.
So it's Fusion Radio with Brian Stinson and YTS Keys, man. Our guest today, man, is Motivational T, man. I'm gonna add motivational. I know it's motivation, but man, he's doing so many dope things, man. I mean, the man is a motivational speaker, man. He's a youth advocate, and he's a coach, man. And you know, me being a person that loves the young people, man, and everything, this is really awesome to have somebody in here young that's doing all those different things, man. So I want to get into, man, you know, whatsoever, you being a person that's so young, man, as a motivational speaker, man, why did you actually get into it?
So it's crazy, you know, through the journey, born and raised in Chicago, you know, not knowing what I want to do, just like a lot of youth in Chicago, just continue to move on, trying to figure out what you want to do. And so what started as just recording videos of daily recaps turned into me becoming a motivational speaker, right? So like through some of my struggles, some of the biggest things, to be able to overcome those obstacles, I found joy in that. And so what I wanted to do is help others to find that same joy. And that just keeps me moving, keeps me passionate, because you know, without that, you know, it's hard to continue to move on, especially with all the influences.
So what are some of the most important skills that one that wants to pursue being a motivational speaker should have?
Oh, that's a good question. I think the number one thing is passion. You got to know why you're doing it. Where is that coming from? You know, through our experiences, we want to, you know, a lot of people want to go into psychology, want to be counselors, but where's that coming from, right? And for me, it never stopped because I knew where it's coming from for me, you know, through my struggles, through that joy, you know, knowing that even though things are hard, it is possible to overcome them, you know, but sometimes you just need that support, you need that mentorship, you know, to keep you moving with it.
For sure. But first off, I want to say thank you for coming to Fusion Radio. You know, third show of the year. You feel me? And so we're going to keep it rolling. It's like we're getting bigger and bigger every time. So now we got a motivational speaker in here. And then for the people who don't know, could you tell the people how old you are being a motivational speaker? Because that's what's blowing my mind. It's like you not that far from me. So it's like, dang, like he really out here. Then he come in real dapper with the suit on, you feel me? Like he doing his thing. But yeah, so like, okay, being a motivational speaker, like I know you told us why you did it and stuff like that, but like it's so many different ways like you can motivate people, but like why do you go about it the way you go about it though?
Absolutely. So I'm 25 years old, and you know it's crazy. You do not see 25-year-olds that are motivational speakers. So I didn't really have like a direct role model to say this is what I want to do because of this person, right? And so for me, doing it is just, I see so much going on, you know, as far as the youth, and, you know, I was a teacher, and so really seeing why they were struggling and seeing that commonality, and to be able to support someone and say, hey, you know I can go to that person because I know they're going to uplift me. That's what really meant a lot for me, is like to be able to see that I had that influence, that positive influence to change direction, because you know, society ain't gonna tell you to do certain things that ain't gonna be best for you. And so I think really trying to help people to find their passion the way that I found mine, because it's coming from a kid that was shy, that was quiet, and now, you know, I'm being able to be on stages and speaking to over, you know, hundreds of people. You know, I never thought I could do that 10 years ago, right? But to be able to really find my passion, really to give out my gift, that's what really came up for me.
Okay, so, well, Brian could attest to this in some type of way. Every day, like Monday through Friday, I drop a quote of the day. And with my quote of the day, what I try to do is I try to give people some type of motivation or some type of, you feel me, like message that'll get them through the day. Cause I get a lot of people that slide up and tell me like, yeah, this what you doing is really motivating me, and it's, you feel me, it's getting me up in the day. And sometimes I just watch your story just to say what you gonna say. So like, where do you get like the knowledge and the motivation? Like, where do you get that from? Cause like some people get it from experience, like some people get it from like older like generations passing knowledge down. Like, where do you get your knowledge and stuff from?
Absolutely. I would say I'm curious, you know, whether it's me reading, whether it's just conversation, talking to people younger than me. You know, people try to, you know, we do ourselves a disservice when we say that we can't grow from younger people. I think as we get adults, sometimes we forget that we are still learning. We're still kids at heart. What I mean by that is that we always can learn. And the moment we say we don't want to learn, we ain't going to grow no more. And we can never stop doing that. And so I think that being open to learning from anybody, you know, whether that be that 4-year-old child or whether that be that 60-year-old mentor of yours, you can learn from anybody, and that's how you grow. But you got to be open to it, and I think a lot of people just aren't open to it, and that's what I'm trying to help out and support with, especially our youth. You know, because that's who I really want to target is our youth, because the direction, you know, you see so many influences from social media, and they don't know how to discover who they are as people, because they all want to be the same. And I think that is such a disservice, because we all have a unique gift to give. And so I do want to support, you know, everybody in figuring out how to get that gift out and how to give it to others.
No doubt, man. How do you prepare for a speech, man? You being a motivational speaker, man. Take us through that whole process.
So definitely I think about some of the things that impact me the most and how I've seen that impact. So I think about that, and I just, you know, I ponder on it for like a couple days. I write out some things, I read about it a little bit, and then I just find that structure. A lot of times I like to just freestyle it. I find a topic and I freestyle how I'm just talking about it. I don't like to go too scripted with what I want to say, but I do think about, you know, okay, this is the topic. How am I going to dish it out based off experiences? And it's crazy. It just flows to me. It just flows in my brain to me, you know, dishing out. And sometimes I amaze myself. I'm like, man, where did I just come from? I didn't even think about that. But, you know, it just comes straight out, you know, from just thinking about it.
I want to get into your brand, man.
Absolutely.
The story behind how your brand was created.
Absolutely. So it was when I was really developing, you know, like I said, it started as just recapping my day is where I started videos. And so when I thought about how I can elevate to motivation, because I was like, man, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm inspiring some people, you know, commenting on my videos saying, you know, this is helping me, motivating me. So I thought about, okay, what is the things that make me, you know, feel fulfilled, make me the best me? And so I thought of 4 values. The 4 values for me was positivity, love, happiness, and success. And so when I elevate those in my life, that's when I felt, you know, like the best, most fulfilled self. And then, you know, when I was a teacher, I was Mr. T, so putting motivation in front of it was really easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So, before we go, you feel me? I wanted to see, like, since you're a motivation speaker, like, for the viewers that's listening and the viewers that's watching on the lives and stuff like that, could you give the people some type of motivation to keep them up today on this fine Saturday?
Absolutely. I would say definitely know that whatever obstacle, whatever thing that's in your way right now, it's not meant to stop you. It's to help you to keep going. It's to progress you. It's to help you learn and grow. So don't be discouraged by it. Be encouraged by it and keep moving.
All right, Ben, I want to get into, man, like, man, where can people go and go check out some of those? Because I know you got to have something up there for them on YouTube, man, where they can check out some of your work, man.
Absolutely. On all social medias, Motivation T16. That's Motivation T16. You can find me, my videos, Instagram, TikTok, all of that. You can find my videos and more motivation for you.
That's what's up, man. And then I want to go into, man, like one example of when you motivated someone to take action, man. You've been dope at all 3, man. Motivational speaker, youth advocate, and coach, man. Give me one example, once again, where you motivated someone to take action.
Absolutely. I would say definitely I used to be a basketball coach. And, you know, for the team, you know, we were struggling through the pandemic, you know, to try to get games going and things like that. And so one thing that I did is in motivating them through the workouts, through all of that. So they created when I left the school, they created their own fitness club for themselves, you know, just to keep motivating themselves. And that's just one little thing, because I got to keep it for the youth. I got to stick it to the youth. But that's one of the things I did to uplift other people.
Well, man, keep being awesome, man. You know, I'm a strong advocate, man, of being in the youth's lives, man. And it's awesome to see a brother at 25 years old, man, out there, man, laboring and doing the work, man.
All right. Appreciate you. All right.